Before I start, I'm just going to put this set over here. I managed to get this at a very good price from my local secondary market. And even though the clamshell has yellowed, I think it still looks great. And the whole point of this video is because of this Green Goblin figure. I hope Hasbro would release two versions of this Green Goblin, the Trilogy version and the No Way Home version. But for now, a bootleg version has appeared at AliExpress. The packaging is the same as the bootleg Spidey figures that I've reviewed before. You can check out my review of those figures, it's really bad. These were the first three figures of the bootleg that has the same packaging, two Spideys and a Daredevil figure. And the quality of the figure is really bad, it's kind of cheap plastic and the articulation is really limited, nothing like the original versions. And this time around, they added two more, which is the Green Goblin and also this Spidey figure. Both of which I feel is definitely going to be poor quality. And one thing to note is that somehow the Green Goblin version is much more expensive than the other four figures. I'm not planning to get the figure in order to do the review because I know enough of the quality that it isn't going to be good. But I guess some of you might be fascinated by the glider. But just to share with you some differences that can be seen from pictures. First off is the articulation. The bootleg figure only has single hinge elbow and knee joint. Doesn't have any waist swivel or ankle joints. But I guess it is still able to hold the pose when the Goblin is on the glider. For the original, you can see the double hinge elbow joint, waist swivel, articulation at the wrist, double hinge knee joints, and articulation at the ankle. And as for the glider, I have the original glider somehow. Back then, I sold away the figure thinking that it sucks. And yeah, I definitely live to regret the decision. But fortunately, I managed to get this set. The glider itself actually looks really good. This original version, it has like some sort of handle at the bottom that you can bring it down. There, and you can kind of like hold it this way with the figure mounted on the glider. This is how it looks like at the bottom. At the feet area, it's able to rotate in order to accommodate to placing the figure. And this thing is able to rotate as well. I just found out how to shoot the missile. I've been wondering how to shoot it because there isn't any button. So you are supposed to push it all the way to the side and it will shoot out the missile like so. There. And for the other side. Didn't know that. And this is kind of similar to how Archangel's missile is, having this like twirly silver thingy. And comparing with the bootleg, you can see how flat the bootleg version is. It probably doesn't have any of these things at the bottom. And it definitely doesn't have the missile as well. It just have the red dot over there. The footing is black, unlike the original. And it also has the edge here in black. The original has it in silver like this. The front part here is different on the bootleg. It's kind of like a fork instead of one solid piece over here at the front. And it looks really plasticky. And the paintwork on the original is really good. It is kind of like shiny purple. In the picture, the bootleg purple looks okay. But yeah, overall, it still doesn't look that great. So yeah, I really think it's going to be a lousy quality figure. I guess the glider does look kind of okay. But the problem is that I don't know whether Hasbro will release the Trilogy version of the Green Goblin. And the price is definitely a turn off because for such a poor quality figure, the price point of about $20-ish is kind of too high. It's definitely way better if you try to find the original glider and figure, or just hope that Hasbro actually released the Trilogy version of Green Goblin. Thanks for watching. I bought another cell shaded Spidey. Do stay tuned for that video. And in the meantime, do check out my other videos at my channel.